Henry, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good.
I see you again.
I see you too. I love your earrings. They look really nice.
Thank you, I like your blouse.
Thank you. So the last time we met, we were talking about your, I listened to some of the problems that you were having, and some of the problems that you felt you needed to work on. So, we said we were going to talk about, prioritizing problems and planning and to achieve your goals. So, what do you think are your problems? What problems are you having?
Um, well, I don't have a job and I don't have a place to live. And currently, right now, I have low self esteem.
Okay. So, what do you if those are your problems, what do you think is the first priority?
Probably getting a job.
Probably obtaining a job. Okay. And then, since we're gonna put these in each different steps, um, and you said jobless would be your first problem.
Yes.
Okay. And what about your second problem?
Finding a place to live, some shelter.
Okay. 5 minutes into. Okay. So we're just gonna work with those two
Okay, that's fine.
problems. Okay. Find self-esteem.
Mhm.
Okay. And then, so if your job is, so that's one of the problems. So the goal, one of your goals is to obtain a job.
Yes.
Okay. So, within these problem solving steps, we map out the problem, we state the goal, and me and you are going to work together to find the objectives
Okay.
that you need. So what kind of jobs are you looking for? Working with the Boys and Girls Club, is that what you said? This is what you said last time, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, well, if you want a good job, I think a resume would be very good to have, to find a good job. So, I know the Urban League here in Winston, they help people like you build resumes and anybody that's looking for career jobs to find to build their resume and everything. So I think you and I could go to the Urban League to, go to the resume building class and the career class that teach you career ethics and everything. And you will also have to apply at the Boys and Girls Club, and you will also have to have an interview with Mr. Martin.
Okay.
So, and you will, and after your interview and everything, Mr. Martin, you will have to go to the Boys and Girls Club, and you will have to work at least 3 times a week. So, that is the problem, the goal, and the objectives for that class.
Okay.
And I can also, document this for you, so you can just keep it handy at all times.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. And then the second problem of having no, you say you feel like you have no self worth.
Yes.
The goal is to help you find your self worth. And so, Mrs. Herring, you will attend a local support group on self-esteem, and a local support group, basically you all come together.
Okay.
And you talk through your problems, and y'all help each other build each other's self-esteem. So that's what self-help groups are for. And you will attend this class 3 times a week.
Okay.
Okay.
How am I gonna get there?
Okay. Okay, I will get there. I have a bus pass for you. We provide bus passes for you, and since you're going to be going to work 3 times a week and self-help groups, I can have a monthly bus pass, meaning it runs from month to month.
Okay.
And it's unlimited swipes. So we provide those bus passes for you. So, and we will keep track of how you are using these
Okay.
bus passes. And so another problem. What's the third problem that you said you had?
Finding a place to stay.
Finding a place to stay. Okay. So I know that you've been staying at the homeless shelter,
Right.
and I know here at the Bethesda Center, we still, we still allow homeless people. They can work and stuff, and as long as we see, you sleeping?
Yes. There you don't get a lot of sleep.
Oh, sorry to hear that. So at the homeless shelter, we know homeless people still work and stuff. And since we are a daytime homeless shelter as well, but you can still work and you can still live here at the Bethesda Center. And so I say the goal is for you to also find shelter. So maybe after getting used to your job, and getting used to your job. So after about 3 weeks of working, I say that you can actually apply for the Habitat for Humanity program.
Okay.
And basically, this is for people who've been in poverty or been homeless, and they work with the Habitat for Humanity program to build their home so that you can find shelter for yourself that way. And so after, talking to Mrs. Phillips, who I'm going to refer you to, you scheduled an interview with her for evaluation.
Okay.
And so the third objective is to, you will go out there and help the worker build your home. You won't build your entire home with them, but, you can help, probably put down some flooring and stuff in your home. So that'll be a good idea for you since you're going into the right path. And I see that I see your strengths in that. So, and you're determined to get back on your feet and be yourself again. So everything's falling in the right place.
Well, thank you. Is the process long?
The process is probably not that long. I'll have to talk with Miss Phillips because I don't want to tell you anything wrong.
Okay.
So I'm not sure if the waiting time is that long, but you're still trying to work and you're still going to your self-esteem classes, so that'll probably just just wait on that, but it'll come over time.
Okay.
So it'll come eventually. So Miss Phillips will be back in touch with you. It probably don't take. It's probably about 2 weeks, I would say.
Okay.
But I'll let you know when she contacts me, so I'll let you know.
Okay. Well, thank you.
You're welcome. So the last time we talked about your problems and your objectives. Well, your problems and your goals and the objectives you were going to take to achieve these goals.
Yes.
So how did finding a job at the Boys and Girls Club go?
It went great. It was a smooth transaction. I went for my interview and that went great. And then he offered me a job on the spot.
Oh, congratulations!
Yeah, and I've been working there 3 times a week.
Mhm.
I've been on time.
Okay.
And when I go there, excuse me, it's a good job. I help the kids with their homework. We serve them snacks. We take them outside. It's a good job. And my coworkers have been very helpful with training me and getting used to my duties there. And I like the fact that they serve the kids dinner there.
Oh.
Because a lot of after school programs don't do that.
Yeah.
I think that's great.
Yeah, probably a lot of kids go home and don't get another meal.
Yeah.
Because, they go to school, they have breakfast and lunch there, and then in the after school program, they have a snack.
Yeah.
So it's good that they serve dinner because a lot of kids don't have dinner. So.
And I'm going to see, they offer a summer camp. So I'm going to see, hopefully, if I can get a position during the summer, too.
Okay. So what exactly, how old are the children that come there?
They're like elementary kids. So I guess K through 6th grade.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, K through 5th.
K through 5th grade. Okay. You like working with the children?
Yes, my group, I have 2nd graders.
Oh.
And they're cute. They're just cute as they're being. They're funny. You just never know. They're so unpredictable.
Yeah. Okay. And so what about your self-help group? What about
Oh, okay. Well, the
Support.
self-help group, we all sit in a circle
okay?
and we share our stories. And at first, like, you don't have to share your story, but it's, it's helpful to share your story. So at first, I wouldn't share my story. I would just, like, listen to, the other people's stories and stuff. And then finally, one day, I decided to share my story, and it felt good to tell my testimony.
And did you see anybody there that's probably having the same problems as you?
Yeah, we all have some similarities. So we're all there to improve our self-esteem and how we feel about ourselves.
Okay. And do you keep in contact with any of them? Do you still talk to them?
My instructor.
Yeah. So you don't talk to any of the class members inside the group? Okay. And what about the Habitat for Humanity?
Oh, that's been great. Building my own house.
Oh, okay.
So that's been fun. I've learned some new things that I did not know. But the process was good. I met with Miss Phillips, and she told me the process that I would have to go through. And then now we're at the point where I'm helping put my house together.
Okay. So you're developing more skills.
Yeah, like I'm learning how to drill windows.
Yeah. Okay. So
That's been great.
yeah.
So I think with establishing goals, it's made me feel good to achieve things. So thank you.
You're welcome. I'm always here to help you and everything. So
With the whole transportation thing, since I don't have a car, you provided me with the bus passes, and it was a different experience because I was used to just driving my car, going. But now with the bus, I'm operating on someone else's time, so I have to get up extra early just so I can be to each one of the places I need to be on time.
And how did you find your way? Did you how did you know which bus to take?
Well, when I got to the bus station, I asked, and then they told me which bus to get on.
Okay. So you asked the people in the station?
Yeah, the front desk people. Okay. So, and then the bus, I've never ridden a bus, and it was okay. It did what it needed to do. It got me where I need to be. But, as far as, wanting to be on the bus regularly, no.
Okay. Well, I see you using, you have a lot of strengths, networking. You're easy to connect with people and communicate with people. So that's really good. Yeah, that's really good. Your strengths and everything. Okay. So when I first met with you, Miss Henry, you came to me about your problems. You had went through a divorce with your husband, and you said it kind of took a toll on you, and that you wanted to get back on your feet again, and you were once a stay-at-home wife.
Yes.
And when y'all divorced, he left you with all the bills and the house and the home and stuff, and you could no longer provide for yourself and take care of the home. So you came here to the Bethesda Center. We talked about, how you felt about yourself, how you felt about him, how you felt he felt about you. And I've seen so much progress in you. So with you, first dealing with the divorce, and you came here to the Bethesda Center because you had nowhere else to go. You were here in Winston-Salem alone. Your mother and friends and everybody was out of town, and your relationship, with your mother was, how would you say your relationship with your mother was?
Is currently or beforehand?
Beforehand and currently.
Well, I told her about what's been going on in my life, and she's just been trying to support me in any way she can.
Okay, so and after your new home and everything, she should see progress in you and be very proud of you. Correct? Okay, and then also your self-worth. Since from the first day you came in here, I remember seeing you. You were not jittery and happy like you are now. You've just made a dramatic difference. So the whole turnaround, and I'm proud of you of that. And you know, Mr. Martin and Miss Phillips, you know, they called me, and early they called me and tell me about you, and they say that you've been doing good. And so once again, you've made a difference with that, and a lot of people, you know, they compliment you. You know, they call me and talk to me and tell me how you're doing, and they say your story that you've told them doesn't even add up to who you are now. So they see a lot of difference in you as well. And like I said, I see a lot of difference in you as well. So, you know, with you having a job now, and you found shelter, and you also doing your support groups, you know, you've really changed, Marissa.
Oh,
You've really changed, Miss Henry.
Well, thank you. Well, thank you for helping me through this traumatic process. It's been
You're welcome.
a change. Thank you.
So it's this is the hardest part of our session, you know, ending, coming to an end.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really, really, really bittersweet, you know. Just I'll still keep in touch with you. I'll be following up with you, you know, over the phone. But I'm sad to say that this is our last session.
Well, thank you. It's been some great sessions.
Yeah. And I'm glad you came to me for help. So, and I was glad to help you.
Well, thank you for helping me.
You're welcome. And if anything, if you want to call me and talk to me at any times, like I said, I'll be following up with you in about 2 or 3 weeks to see how you're still doing, and if you're maintaining. And if you need to come back, you can always just give me a call, okay?
Well, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Miss Henry, and I hope you have a good day.
You too. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.